Alright, BobalosRex here. And now, so this is going to be a big deal for me because I'm reacting to another creator's thing. I haven't really done that before. Not really. I've reacted to stuff that other creators have done, something like that. And while I talked about it, I've reacted to stuff game companies have put out, like trailers and all that. But this is my first react to a WoW creator content, and I'm gonna link this video. And I've liked and subbed to this person, just because I'm reacting to this, and hopefully they're fine with it. I'm not monetizing this video. I don't monetize the video, so I'm not doing this for money. I'm gonna be starting and stopping the video. Complete ethical react. If he doesn't ad read, you're gonna see it. I'm gonna see it. All right. And I'm watching it on my YouTube Red account, so he getting that money. So kudos to him for the video. I'm just gonna react. I'm mainly reacting because this is where that roadmap came out. If you remember, there was that roadmap I reacted to, and basically on Twitter, like, it's where people are at, and it flowed through Reddit. It basically hurtled through the WoW community across social media. The roadmap that everyone saw. The the intent of it was in this video. That's why I'm reacting to this video. Xaxxas didn't pose it as a fake roadmap. However it was shared as a posed fake roadmap that caused a rumble, shame on them. You know, it was meant as fun. And when I've looked into it, this is basically a lore speculation channel. And I like lore speculation. Y'all seen me do lore speculation. So I'm all for lore speculation. So I told his viewers that I would react so I could get the full thing. Or at least they said they wanted me to react. So I'm going to react. Um, so I'm going to react, have my opinion of it. You know, I may not agree with some of these theories because I have my own theories, y'all know. But I give it a fair shot in its intent because I went in on the roadmap because the roadmap was designed in such a way. But now knowing it was designed from a lore minded, all the weird little problems I pulled out of it, all that stuff didn't really matter, right? So, yep, this is my first react. Xaxxas, if you ever watch this, I'm gonna try to be fair. You know, we may not see eye to eye. I like that you're a goblin. I like that you do lore speculation, and keep it up because I also do lore speculation. But you're much bigger than me, anyways. But I am gonna give this a shot and have my opinions of it. Now, I guess this is rather late because he's had other videos before. I did watch one of his early videos talking about Gallywix, which is going to be apparent soon. And his Undermine video was actually from a lot. His Undermine video was from like a year ago, and that almost predicted 11.1. But that was also in the time period. I think it was a couple months later, other people were talking Undermine, and I think Undermine had been in the community. But credit for him for the video, that was really good. Because you know what? We did go to Undermine. Um, here's the thing. When I did the Goblin Heritage Armor, doing that quest line makes you be like, we have to return to Kazan. We have to do something with the goblins. And you know what? We going to Undermine. Now, whether or not Gallywix is a Dreadlord, we'll see very shortly. But here, let's get into this video, and I'm going to react to this video because this is going to explain the roadmap. And if y'all like this, and if he's cool with it, I can react to the other ones. and see what I think. But let's see.
Alright, listen up and get ready, because we're about to blow the lid off of
Hopefully
the
everything
greatest
sounds
conspiracy
fine.
against mortals on Azeroth. I'm your host,
Okay, this is
Xaxxas,
conspiracy.
podcasting from the
I really like
Underground.
this.
And today we're peeling.
Alright, so he's his goblin persona. We know the InfoWars stuff. I am gonna be stopping and pausing this for fair use. I don't just want to free play the video. But yeah, let's get to it.
Curtain on a plot so diabolical that it could only have been architected by Azeroth.
I like the Nathrazine.
The Nathrazine.
Now here's the thing, right? I'm gonna shout out myself. So before we did, because y'all can check this, before we got the whole Titan Soul trilogy, right? Like before the Titan Soul, the World Soul Saga, that's what it's called. I did 5 videos speculating on would-be WoW expansions, and one of them was all about the Dreadlords and Denathrius. So, and that was for, like, longer than a year ago. Because that was before the BlizzCon where it was announced. But I'm all for Nathra. I want the Nathrazine to show up, but I think they're a little bit later, but let's see if he changes my mind. Maybe he'll change my mind. Let's see.
I'm talking about the terrible terrors of shadowy deception, the infamous Dreadlords.
Cause, okay, this is the last pause for a bit. Maybe. They're not giving us female Dreadlords to not reuse. Like, Shadowlands gave us all this Dreadlord stuff to be used in the future. I think it's going to be Shadowlands 2. Alright.
These bat-winged, skin-changing freaks have been lurking in the darkness since Warcraft 3. And now, their time in the moonlight has all but arrived. Prep your best tinfoil hats as we take a deep dive into a sinister mystery, proving how the Nathrazine fit into the big picture of the World Soul Saga.
Okay.
Today,
so his whole thing, and then I got this from the first one that I watched, is that Nathrazine are all a part of the World Soul Saga. I am not convinced. I think the World Soul Saga is Titan Conspiracy. I've been on the Titan Conspiracy. Y'all know I've been on the Titan Conspiracy. It's Titan Focus. We're going to have some other people come in, jump in, do some stuff. But we're leading to Aman'Thul. Why you do this, Aman'Thul? Bad. Alright? Then Nathrazine stuff. That's what I think. But again, let's see if he convinces us.
Report the Nathrazine Master Plan. How the Dreadlords are the true villains of Midnight, and how they plan to blacken our sun, plunging Azeroth into shadow and fear.
Okay. True enemy of Midnight. Okay. I could see this. Maybe. I don't see him at the end of the Titan Soul. But this is Midnight. Because I do have a gap there in my theory, right? I know we're like Dementious stuff in my theory. It's Dementious and then Arathi stuff. This, you know, let's see.
Unseen enemy. Let's start with the ones we do see.
Maybe I am going to be on this
Legion
theory.
at least, and the Cataclysm before it, the Void has been framed as Azeroth's greatest of threats. The whispers of the old gods, Xalatath's sharp wit, Void Elves and Ethereals, it's all been building towards an apocalyptic showdown. But what
The
if
Void
I
is framed
told
that
you
way.
It's all a diversion. We know from the book titled...
See? Okay, so before I watched this, I was refreshing my knowledge of this book. And the book kind of does lay it out, right? So, what the Nathrazine do, and he's going to go over this in a second, I'm imagining, is they use the Void as a foil, right? The Void is framed as the big bad. Meanwhile, Death, the Jailer, and Denathrius were literally about to remake reality. Okay? But my thing with them is they took that L. Denathrius took his first L, and then the Jailer unmade. So, will they be ready? Let's see. Let's see. I'm gonna watch this.
Preface
Now I'm
found
in.
Revendreth that the Nathrazim
You knew how to
aren't
get
just
me with the
servants of the
Nathrazim.
Burning Legion or death. They're cosmic manipulators who have infiltrated every force in the Warcraft universe. Life, light, void, order, you name it.
You know what? I think I remember seeing something. Him saying that the idea for this came before the Undermine idea. I don't know if that's true. But if this came before his Undermine idea, having watched the Undermine video, this one has more stuff I agree with in the Undermine video. In the Undermine video, there's stuff I'm a little like, ain't right. And may turn out to be true that it isn't right. But this here has a lot more juice that's established in the lore already.
Interdimensional psychic vampire freakazoids have been playing both sides all along.
I don't know if I'm still going to agree with the roadmap, but the void being early midnight as the foil to the Dreadlords, if that's what he's saying as a theory, solid theory. And if you had that a while back, like early when midnight was announced, because that would have been about a year ago, a little bit more, and you had that right at the get for midnight, that's a good call. That's a very sick call. All right. That's like my Titan conspiracy. I've been on the Titan conspiracy, and then World Soul Saga was announced. I said, I'm right. Him getting this at the start, like right off the get at midnight, we'll see if this is right. This is good. This is good right here.
Proof right here. In this little bedtime story penned by one of the Nathrazim, they spill the beans about their grand operation.
Yep.
The Void Lords all but welcome us with open arms. They are so preoccupied
I already liked.
with their thousand truths.
I am gonna link this video like I said at the beginning. And I recommend if you enjoy this, I recommend you like his video. Okay?
The lies we sow in their very midst. I believe we can leverage their vast reach to position them as a foil against our other rivals.
Yeah, this book lays it out.
Wary, though, since they are observant of multiple outcomes,
this book has me worried about something else too.
Anticipate our coming.
That's his first video. I did watch this off. I watched this off. There's stuff in this I don't like. The thing I don't like in this is he mentions to me, the idea of Gallywix being a Dreadlord takes away from his character. I like that Gallywix is that much of a goblin asshole, okay? He's like that bad of a guy. I don't want him to just be like, oh, he was a Dreadlord all along, right? Okay? I don't like that. Also, he talks about how did Gallywix get to the Shadowlands? Okay? Since I don't know if this is going to be brought up. The Shadowlands was open. Like, straight up. When the Death Knights made that portal, people were like, oh, if you knew about it, if you were in the know, you could be like, yo, can I get in that portal? Alright. Alright, come on in. That's one of the reasons a lot of lore people are mad about the Shadowlands. They're like, this breaks a lot of people's brains. Yeah, no. It's like, oh my goodness. Yeah. But a lot of people wouldn't know. You know, but people knew. If you were in the know, you knew how to get there. Gallywix's first, second, and Ouroboros would have been like, yo, I'm gonna talk to these guys. Who runs the cartels around here? These guys, I'm going to talk with them. I think 100%, and we'll know soon, in Undermine, if Gallywix is not a Dreadlord, he made a deal in death. And he'll be back, okay? So, that came from that video. I wanted to get that out just in case we don't ever come back. But I do not want him to be a Dreadlord, and I don't think he is going to be a Dreadlord. But we'll see, we'll see. We'll see soon. We'll see soon, because we're raiding him now. He's the last boss, so you know. It's time.
They could anticipate our coming. Similar to the Titans, the Naru and their keepers are singular in purpose. Their adherence
Lothraxian. We know.
Shortcoming. They
he dipped.
Nothing more than being proved right. So, if they believe...
End of BFA? Start of Shadowlands? Lothraxian? Dipped. Where did he go? Where did he go? Where did he go? He dipped at a strange time. Isn't that interesting?
They have
We're going to get my theories about... Oh, maybe... I'm going to do... You know what? I'm going to do my lore rant about the Nathrezine maybe this week. And I'll put all my thoughts there, but...
Their precious light.
Yeah, Lothraxian did.
That agent implicitly.
So, according to them, they've got
Maybe
their
he'll
claws
talk about
in the
it.
Titans, the Void Lords, and even the Naru. And worst of all...
They didn't say they had their claws in the Titans, right? They said, we're going to distract the Titans. Okay, it's almost... Here's the thing. It's almost like they know Aman'Thul would see their shit right off the get. Right? Because who did they convince of the Titans to then distract the Titans? One of their own. They hit up Sargeras, said, yo, the Void, oh my god, the Void sucks. Holy shit, the Void sucks. And Sargeras was like, alright, bet. Psh, blast the dump. And was like, alright, Void clearly worse than these demons, I think. We're gonna, I'm focused on the Void. Maybe he could have did, like, I got some theories there. But they knew for a fact Aman'Thul wasn't playing games. And that's what I'm saying. Aman'Thul has been running been trying to run the cosmos. He's like, I'm in charge. Until Sargeras freaking got him. Which may have been... They played a part. Nathrezine played a part. Aman'Thul was control worlds, control worlds. Even the Void Lords were like, I gotta try to get a Titan before it's born. Because once they out and about, it's hard.
They don't play favorites. The Void is a shadow. A bluff.
Yeah,
a twisted
the Void is a
charade.
bluff.
The Void Lords and the Old Gods with their constant whispers, they're just the faded losers in a far greater game. And Xalatath the Harbinger, more than just a flashy purple distraction, she's the perfect decoy. She keeps...
Death does treat the Void as, like... Denathrius Death Team, which remember was Denathrius Jailer. Jailer got reordinated. So them two were like, yo, spread death throughout the world, right? They put a plant in the light. The light was already killing folks, so they fine. We just need to keep tabs on them, right? They needed orders to start clapping folks, right? Order was like, life, order, happiness. They were like, no. We want order fucking around. We're going to give them an enemy. They started with demons. Remember, they had their people jump into demon land. Was like, what's going on here? Oh, God, I got demon in me. I have theories about what's going on with the behind the scenes in Fel, man. Y'all have heard my Lords of Disorder stuff. But, so they get Order preoccupied. Well, Order was preoccupied with the demons. Then Sargeras told him, no, ignore the demons. For one reason, I guess they were like, we don't care about demons. Even though it's interesting. So they said, we don't care about demons. We need them focused on the Void. Maybe it's because Death and Void had a harder time to fight. Maybe that's why they wanted to use Void as a foil. Not only was it easy, but it was one of their main enemies. Alright? And then for life, They don't. In that book, they're basically like, we hate life, fuck life, life is shady, we gotta infiltrate life, we have infiltrated life, beware eyes of green, and that makes anyone who's read that book is worried about what Orwena means. Okay? I like Orwena, but I'm worried after having read that book.
The Void's thousand truths while the unseen ones prepare their ultimate move. To heroes like
And I'm
us,
sorry, hey, I'm pausing so much so it's not just his whole video, by the way. Okay? So don't yell at me for I'm pausing because I want to pause and talk. Cuz this is my video, but I'm giving my opinion of this. This looks cool as sick.
Xaxxas is a non-threat, propped up by the masters of misdirect, the Nathrazim, the architects of chaos, and
I don't think Dementia sees it that way, but they may.
unseen hand pulling every string.
They would want him dealt with. Like, to me, if they were using him as a foil, not as, haha, he's just a thing to be destroyed, it's like, they'll deal with that while we can do our shit kind of thing.
Playing up the void like smoke and mirrors to quell our hope, while the real nightmare slips right under our noses.
Oh, yeah, that guy like
And by the time we figure it out, it's already too late. Now, let's move on to the War Within's likely third act, Beladar. This massive crystal, almost certainly a crashed dimensional ship of narrow alignment, is stuck in the cavern sea.
See, I was... Okay, we need to talk about this, if he's talking about that. I thought this was a ship, okay? I never thought it was a Naru ship, because it didn't seem completely like Naru ships to me. But maybe I needed to see the top. Just part of me never thought it was a Naru ship. Then y'all knew my theory. I thought it was Xalatath's ship, because I think this and the Nerubian mural are linked, right? This being purple, right? But now, the Archives quests lay it out. Why would we not trust Arcades talking about a crystal in a secret diary? Arcades would be able to know, oh, no, this is some kind of ship or something. To know it's a world soul crystal that is formed. Right? He should be able to know. I don't think this is a ship. The Siren Isles shows us, no, it's a world crystal. There's another world crystal here. We don't see Draenei. Dude, if this was a Draenei ship, why wouldn't a Draenei player or a Naru ship walk in here and be like, oh, like Valen walks in here 1 second. Yo, that's a Naru ship. Could that not happen? Would that not happen? Like, I guess don't show Valen this. So, I don't think this is a Naru ship. So, I do not, yeah. But some people do. Maybe I'm wrong.
About to blow.
But I'm not convinced.
In patch 11.2, our mission is to stabilize the ship and secure whatever's inside before the Void's forces take over. Logically, we'd be aided by characters like Velen, Ilaria, Terrellium, and the
Okay, well,
of the Light.
There you go. Okay. He is like, no, Valen walks... Okay, you know, okay. I still don't think this. Y'all know I'm at Team World Core. But he is Team... Valen walks up. That's a Naru ship, y'all. We need to stabilize that. Okay. But Illyria's seen it. Wouldn't Illyria know? Okay, well...
Who else is perfectly positioned
I have problems with this, but...
We'll have to see. The Light Forged Nathrazim, and right-hand man to Terrallion in the Army of the Light. Oh, sure, of course we trust him. Even
no, he's dipped.
Did, after all. Plus, he's got that
we haven't seen him, though.
That makes everyone think,
I think in the lore he's dipped.
And
no one's seen him.
Beladar, the shining Nathrazim Knight in the armies of the light will show up to save the day, guiding us through the crystalline corridors in a hot pursuit of Xalatath and her ethereal armies. But here's the twist, my friends. What if our success at Lothraxian's side, him earning our trust, is exactly the catalyst the Nathrazim anticipates?
Dude, if he
to
shows
shift their
up, my
own
character is
plans
instantly
into high
sus.
gear. We think we're saving the world.
Okay, so that's his 11.2. Okay, so this is where we already divide. My 11.2 now is, or it used to be Koresh, right? It used to be Koresh, right? We use Beladar, we go to Koresh. That used to be my 11.2. Could that be a thing? That, yes, that would support his thing. I thought, here, let's bring up Lothraxian, because I want to check. I thought in a book, okay, according to Warcraft Wiki, while his Draenei companion comrades in the Army of the Light would go on to join the Alliance after the Legion's defeat, okay, Lothraxian's allegiance remained unknown. He seems to have, for the moment, left the Vindicar, possibly fighting surviving demons elsewhere, as he previously stated at the end of Burning Crusade. Huh. He kind of just like, boop, I'm out. Alright, guys, we did it, guys, we did it. I'm gonna go fight some demons over there, guys. Hey, guys, I'm gonna go fight some demons over there. Y'all have fun joining the Alliance. Okay? I gotta go. Shadowlands is happening. What? I gotta go. Bye. So, I don't know if he can just pop up and no one will be sus, right? I mean, he could. I guess he could. I guess technically no one... The player character would be sus. Alliance characters... Alliance leaders, maybe not. I'm trying to think if there's, like, big leaders that would be... that would know the Revendreth stuff. Like, Thrall, Jaina... No, Jaina would be sus. Because we fought Mal'Ganis and stuff. I don't know. We'll see.
When in reality, we're handing
I've moved on from
this.
this. I am team 11.2 World Core. But we'll see.
But will Lothraxian be the first Nathrazim we encounter? Oh,
okay, he's going back to his first.
Goes to Deatharok.
Okay.
Let's rewind to the...
I'm gonna sum it up in the cleanest way possible, but it is very simply put. He's like, Gallywix is Deatharok because Deatharok is fat. Gallywix is fat. He does have some other reasons. He uses some stuff about greed and dreadlords, and he's the embodiment demon of greed, which, I mean, he would be. But it sums up to, he's fat, Gallywix fat.
Azeroth's most wanted pot-belly goblin.
I do not want him to be a dreadlord.
Is back in business.
If he's a dreadlord, his stocks go up. If he's not, y'all need to listen to me about the World Core. Okay?
Terrorizing the cartels of Undermine from the Galagio Casino. As we raid the Galagio, it starts out like a typical goblin bust. Smash the mech, loot the gold, and take down the Chrome King. Yep. But as we delve deeper, we uncover a horrifying truth. Gallywix, our beloved schemer and coin counter, may not be the Gallywix we know. For this
interesting
King of Diamonds.
Interesting. I don't know if he's played the beta, but the red ain't anima. It's that black blood. Oh my god. Ooh.
Been replaced or dominated, made a pawn by none other than Deatharok, the gluttonous, scheming Lord of Dread.
Alright, he did go back to it, but yeah. I'm not...
When we
I don't think
Gallywix,
so.
The mask drops, revealing Deatharok in all his corpulent glory. With
Final phase. Final phase, Gallywix becomes a Dreadlord in Mythic. Would go crazy, right? Would go crazy. I kind of want Final Phase Mythic, he goes to a shard and we blow up the thing. And again, I'm team, I want Gallywix to be bad because he's Gallywix, not Gallywix to be bad because he's a Dreadlord. But we'll see.
Rock escapes, leaving behind the real Gallywix, if he's even breathing, to our clouded judgment, and taunting us in the role he's played in Xalatath's plans.
Oh my god, that would, oh my god, I would hate it. Be like, I'm the real Gallywix. I actually love workers' rights. I'd be so pissed. I'd be like, man, no.
What have we learned? The Nathrazim are everywhere.
I want him to come back, but as something else
Fast
later.
forward the clock
Way
to
later.
midnight, where the Nathrazim's master plan is ratcheted
Okay,
into full
again,
gear.
This stuff, I can't get behind him on. This is intriguing me.
In this chilling roadmap drafted by the hands
Here
of
it is.
Nathrazim agents, we can follow their every step to work.
Oh my goodness. The Nathrazim spread this. The Nathrazim did it!
The linchpin of their twisted game, the Sunwell.
Okay.
A radiant wellspring of arcane and light.
Y'all know my
But they're
opinions
not
of
the
this.
only ones seeking its power. In patch 12.1,
But I want to look at the lore.
The Void,
Okay, y'all already know my opinions of how he laid out the roadmap. There's some copy paste in certain parts of the roadmap, okay? Because he was making it based off of lore. I am now judging this based off the lore. So he had this one. I hope he explains this one, or I may have to watch a new video for this one if you like this one. But now he's explaining this part. Let's see.
Seeking its power. In patch 12.1,
The Reckoning.
The Void, heralded by the cunning Xalatath, launches its long-awaited assault, and a full-scale invasion of Quel'Thalas is set into motion.
Okay. I can talk about this part. So, he's saying 11.1 is Void Sunwell. I could see the 0.1 being Void Sunwell. Part of me still thinks the 0.0 is Void Sunwell. I don't see... If Midnight is happening, right? Is it gonna be... Here's how Midnight plays out. Is Midnight elves reuniting, happy fun time, raid is random thing, right? Why the Blood Elves are reuniting. Then, during all that, while they're doing another thing, that's when Xalatath strikes. I personally don't think that. I think Midnight starts with what Xalatath does, right? What brings us back to Silver Moon is what Xalatath does. Personally. And we basically get caught up in time to Quel'Thalas, right? Because to me, or at least, yeah, that's just what I think. That's what I think. Let's see.
Out the light of the Sunwell.
But it could be a 0.1. It honestly, they could come up with a 0.1.
This isn't the real fight.
The true threat, my friends, is far more luminous. The climactic raid of patch 12.1 takes place at the Sunwell Plateau.
Yeah, okay, so we're on point. Void Sunwell is going to happen. Void Sunwell is going to happen. Is it a 0.1? Maybe. I think it's a 0.0.
Is arduous. Sacrifices were made, but Dementius and the Void Lords are banished.
Okay, and we beat him.
Xalatath is nowhere to be seen, and the
She
war
did.
appears to be over. However, as we begin to celebrate our victory over the shadow, fear lingers in the air. For you see, of course, since we know that
if the 0.1 is Sunwell, and we get Dementias, we go to Koresh in that raid. If the point O is Sunwell, and then the point 1 is Koresh, so we actually go to Koresh, and we can do stuff on Koresh, and then it's Ethereal and Dementias themed, and we get Void Sunwell to start, Koresh Ethereal themed is the point 1. That's kind of how I see it. So it's purple. It's Voidwell, and then Koresh raid. But because they can do a Legion where it's like Koresh in the sky, and then we got to deal with that next kind of deal. But I mean, this could work too. See, this stuff is harder for me to like have some clear issues with it. I just have my own opinion on timing.
Due to her void powers, her and Terralion will have echoed their earlier interaction in Hallowfall, splitting up during the battle for the greater good of Quel'Thalas and Azeroth.
Alright.
In Illyria's place, a trusted general of the Army of the Light will be tasked with defending the Sunwell alongside Terralion.
Yeah, his son.
Who else but the light-forged Nathrazim Dreadlord?
Oh, he's saying...
Lothraxion.
If Lothraxion pops up in the story, no questions asked, everybody's player character better have an interaction with him like... What's up with you? What's up with you? I read a book. I read a book about you, bro. What do you got to say about this book?
Begins to break.
I swear, if he just shows up nonchalantly after being gone.
And just when it seems we're in the clear, betrayal strikes.
Boom!
In a not-so-shocking twist, Lothraxion...
I will say this. His idea of Midnight does not have room for Light Strathhome. Maybe it does. Maybe it does.
This offensive excuse for a Winter's Veil tree topper makes his dastardly move, finally revealing his true allegiances.
The betrayal everyone would see coming.
With the acid
the clearest betrayal that everyone is like, bro, yeah, like, dude, stop. Everyone in character would be like, Terralion, stop, but we can't. That was, oh my god.
To tear open a rift through the twisting nether, opening the way to the shattered remnants of Nathrazah, the desecrated homeworld of the Dreadlords.
See?
With this foul act, the vampiric Nathrazim darken Azeroth's sun, as foreshadowed with Beledar, plunging the world into a nocturnal hellscape of...
What? That's how he's saying they had do it? Yo, they open a portal to Nathrazah and they shoot a shadow laser through it. And that knocks out the sun, the moon. The sun?
Shadow and fear. Pyrrhic Nathrazim darken Azeroth's sun, as foreshadowed.
Okay, they're showing a moon, but they're talking about the sun. Very interesting,
the world into a nocturnal hellscape of shadow and fear. Midnight has fallen, heroes. And with the looming darkness comes patch 12.2.
Or Sun's little.
Apocalypse.
Okay.
In this chapter,
so this is why it was called Apocalypse. Okay.
Are poised to resurrect.
I like the idea of the bait and switch of Midnight. I'm not so sure about this.
Their proudest achievement, Sire Denathrius. A knowledgeable being of hunger and ambition, still bound within his blade, Remordia. The Sunwell Plateau is lost to the forces of dread, and in Azeroth's dark...
Are they saying, is he saying the last boss of Midnight is Denathrius in a sword? No. 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 It would have, no. Okay. I'm gonna give y'all a little teaser of what I've been cooking up, because when I heard this idea off the bat, right? The idea is the void at the beginning of midnight is the foil to what the Dreadlords do. I really liked. Y'all heard me. I liked that premise. I don't see Denathrius just being a sword, right? Denathrius took an L from us. We beat Denathrius in his house. Okay? He is not fighting us 1v20, okay? He's not fighting us 1v20. Especially still stuck in the sword. One, he's getting out his sword. One, he's keeping his sword, because they got a weird thing going on, okay? Whatever. This apocalypse, if he framed it as Denathrius making a deal, because, right, where would Denathrius go? Nathreza. I like this idea of Nathreza. We could go to Nathreza, right? That would be sick. Who would Denathrius team up with where Nathreza's at? Nathreza is now it's in the Twisting Nether, right? He's a being of the Shadowlands. He's an eternal one of the Shadowlands. Now in the ruins of Nathreza, in the Twisting Nether. What entity have we never seen before would now maybe pay attention to something going on in the Twisting Nether? Order has the Titans. Void has the Void Lords. Light has the Light Lords. Death has the Eternal Ones. What does Fel have? Life could have the Life Lords. Who are the Fel Lords? A Fel Lord teaming up with Denathrius and them being the big raid? That could be sick. Imagine Nathreza looking like Fel, Shadow, Revendreth. Revendreth all bloody and like the atmosphere of Revendreth isn't as shadowy, but imagine it shadowy, dark, grim, dark, Fel. That would look sick. A patch zone, Ruins of Nathria, would look sick. But if he's saying we fight Sword Denathrius, no. Denathrius would get another supporter. Maybe it's one of the Lords of Fel. That would be sick. But let's hear it out.
Darkest hours,
Let's
patch
continue.
12.1.5, Anduin Wrynn will turn to an unexpected ally, Sylvanas Windrunner.
Okay.
Her first-hand experience
Return to
of these
Shadowlands
evils,
patch
her
kind of deal.
personal vendetta against Deatharok and dealings with Varimathras makes her an invaluable asset in the fight against the Dreadlords.
Varmathras was
In a
rat, bro.
desperate move,
Varmathras was ratting. And no one believed him. Like, the Legion straight up didn't believe him. He was straight ratting. And the Legion didn't believe him. That's so fucking funny, dude.
Sylvanas is temporarily
Ernest Sai is
pardoned,
crazy.
allowed
Like,
to
bro,
return
dude's
to
crazy.
Azeroth and defend her homeland of Quel'Thalas from the
Maybe
terrible
Sargeras
threat
did get
of the
something out of him.
Nathrazim. It's the redemption arc she's been building toward, and it culminates in an epic assault as she stands shoulder to shoulder with her people.
Sylvanas
her
coming back. Here's the
sisters,
thing.
to
Sylvanas
reclaim
coming back during midnight is a theory a lot of people have. Is it going to be this way?
the
Who
light of the
knows?
Sunwell from the looming shadow of Nathreza.
It would be to defend the sun, most likely. That's a good call.
The
That's it. Like, that's an
raid
easy
in
call.
12.2 will see us storming into the towering spires of wickedness, the shadowed throne of the dark lords of dread.
See,
Statues,
Lords of
stairs,
Dread,
and architecture
and us finally seeing a Fel Lord. Like a Lord of Fel. Not a Fel Lord, but a Lord of Fel.
putting
That-
Catherine
see,
Ezra
this
to
looks
shame
sick.
dwarfs our
See,
players
this
as we
looks sick.
make our way through labyrinths of
Yes.
fear,
Yes.
spotting the horrors
Yes.
that await
Yes.
within.
Yes. This looks
Our
good.
goal is to stop Denathrius and his host of devils. You see,
Okay.
the Nathrazim's endgame isn't
Okay, so
just
it's-
about plunging Azeroth into eternal night. It's about revealing the purpose of our world, those who ordered it, and the truth behind WoW's most controversial of expansions.
Okay.
The Shadowlands? That was no natural afterlife. It's a cleverly disguised...
Okay, interesting. Now we're getting a little weird.
Facade conjured by the Makers to keep Azeroth's fate in
The
their
first
grimy
ones?
hands. With Saya Denathrius and the Nathrazim pulling back the curtain, the roof is about to be blown right off the lodge of this ancient secret society of magical Masonic masterbots.
Wait, what?
The Pantheon of Order.
Okay, is he saying Order made the Shadowlands? So he's saying Aman'Thul is a first one that made the Shadowlands? Because we know that he said Makers. I don't know if he's talking about the first ones, because the first ones made it, apparently, but are a part of it, kind of thing. Or is he saying they're going to retcon Shadowlands? I don't think they're going to retcon Shadowlands. And some of Shadowlands isn't necessarily retconned. Some people think some of it is, but Shadowlands is vague enough in some parts that can fit a lot of stuff.
We will come to see the Shadowlands in a whole new light. No longer seen as a misstep in the narrative, but a pivotal...
Shadowlands, I had a good time in Shadowlands. Shadowlands lore is mysterious. You got these cool first ones, the fractals, all that. I'm down for that cosmic shit. Not everyone's down for cosmic shit. I am. I like some of it. I like most of it, honestly. I had a good time.
And as midnight
some of the gameplay was rough.
The last Titan, we'll be heading back to where it all began. Northrend, the frozen heart of domination, to unearth the Titan's gravest sins.
What? Did they made it?
Windrunner returned and ready to finish what she started. Will lead
Yo, if it comes out the Titans made the Forge of Souls, that'd be crazy. But I don't think that's the case. I don't think that's the case. Because these, I guess, were new. Maybe they could have been repurposed. Oh! Yo, what if these were repurposed? Ooh. 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 Oh, this is why I like watching other people's lore speculation. Because it gets my juices flowing, right? Because I'm going to have lore speculation. He's going to have lore speculation. They're going to have lore speculation. We all going to be thinking of different stuff, but watching each other's stuff can give each other ideas. I like this. That's not, I don't think that's what he's saying, though. Maybe that's what he's saying? That is recent, though. That is recent. Those were built recent. Well, we'll see.
Quel'Thalas is just the beginning. And as she helps us thwart their Sunwell scheme, she'll point us towards the ultimate truth that she's known all along. This world is a prison, and the real
oh my god
is just getting started. And there you have it, folks. The Nathrazim master.
I mean, we've been saying that for a bit.
The plan laid bare for all to see. From Deathrok's camouflage in Gallywix's goblin greed to Lothraxian's betrayal at the Sunwell in midnight.
See, the Gallywix thing, I don't think is going to be a thing. I think Gallywix is bad to be bad. And Gallywix being the one to work on this because he's a good engineer fits fine. Right. Oh, I guess that's kind of spoils. Ooh. I'm done talking about that. Either way, I don't think that's going to be likely. This Lothraxian betrayal seems a little
They've been
sus.
playing us like pieces on a cosmic chessboard this whole time. The Dreadlords aren't just distracting B-plot side villains. Oh no, they are.
If you've seen my lore rant, you know the spoils.
Azeroth's darkest days. Midnight won't just be about the void and ethereals. It's about the unseen enemy.
See, okay. I like the idea of the initial premise, right? Of Midnight, the void being the fake out, and it being about blank, right? He puts Nathrazim. I like it. Could I see it? Would I love to see Nathraza in the way he described too, which is how it would be described. Like, if you look Nathrazim and you hit this stuff, you would read similar stuff that could be set up, right? Like, that'd be sick. But Denathrius being a final boss, I can't see. Unless he has a benefactor. Right? He is powerful, but he is out of his element. He's out of his element, right? He is... So, he'd have to get souped up or have a benefactor. Okay? Then I can see them come back. Full force, which would be cool. And his new benefactor be Fel related. You know, Death Fel combo. Okay? Maybe he's like, hey, the only power I can take in is the Fel, and he ingests the Fel and goes turbo mode, right? You saw how powerful... Okay, so Sargeras was Order souped up by the Fel. Denathrius would be Death souped up by Fel. That could go hard, but he'd have a new form, of course. And I like I said, I would want a benefactor, because this... Hopefully that would set up stuff in, like, 14, 15.0, right? But I kind of also see they could do a void to light shift in Midnight, where our early enemy is the void. Then, yo, we got to deal with these Arathi. They do something, and then we go deal with some like crazy Naru stuff, Yrel, that stuff. So it'd be a bait void to light shift versus void to Nathrazim shift. We'll have to see. Maybe he'll be right about that, but wrong about some of the details. Because I do think some of the details he gets into is a little bit, like the Lothraxian betrayal.
In the shadows, and the lengths we'll go to protect our world. Thank you for tuning in.
I don't need to do captions, I guess. He does captions automatically. That's awesome. I shouldn't have even had him on.
Under layers of dreadlord deception and titan machinery. Be sure to hit like and subscribe across our platforms for future updates.
All right, good video, dude.
You are the resistance
I like the premise. I like lore speculation, and you heard my idea about whether or not it's going to be true or not, but that's where that roadmap come from. If y'all like this react, if he likes me reacting to this, like I said, I love the speculation. Am I going to agree with all your ideas? No. If you watch some of my lore speculation, you ain't going to agree with all my ideas. But that's what it's about. Also, some of the stuff you talked about has me spinning my wheels. Okay? And that I appreciate it. I appreciate the video. Thank you. Let me know what y'all think. I did a react. This is where the roadmap came from. He did not mean it to be fake. Like, to be sent around as fake leaks, right? He didn't mean it as that way. He just made a roadmap for his video, right? Then it got spread in a way. So, I think it's good. Very interesting. Don't actually think it's going to be a thing, though. But we'll see. We'll see. I like the Nathrazim coming back. That I like. That I like. Like I said, you can watch it for my full opinion. Yeah. So, I'll see y'all next time. Bye-bye.